Hello lovely people, this is Machteld. Welcome to my channel Daily Dose of Paper. Well, today I want to start making a wraparound for the journal that I did the signatures for. I thought I always like to wrap it in something, make a little pouch or something, but because I don't know yet how thick this is gonna be in the end, I thought, you know what, I will I will make a wraparound, and also getting back to stitching a little bit. Yeah, I really missed it and I feel like I can slowly pick it up again, so that's what I'll do. So what I did was I just cut off a piece of old bedsheet cotton as my base layer, and I thought I want to use some of the dots I made for a dot a day, not all of them but just a couple, and I thought this would be a nice front one somehow. I also like this one, but I think this will be the end one, because the thing is I will wrap it around, and well, you know, if it's really thick it might end up like this. Well, we'll see, but anyway, I thought let's start to make a wrapper, kind of collaging. Oh, I'm putting my journal aside. Collaging a little bit, and it's not so easy. But just make a start with that. Collaging with fabric, sorry, that's what I wanted to say. I have to finish my sentences. And this I will leave the edge because I might turn that around when I do the lining. But that's for later. Let's start kind of fabric collaging, and I will do it with mostly, I think, my eco printed fabrics. I think that's for now what I will do. Well, this is not eco printed, but I still like it. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, do I have anyway? Well, I do have some cotton, what is it, silk to stitch with, but let's first make a little setup. Let's see for what I want to put in it, and of course then I will just I shouldn't say canvas stitch now, I think, but like do running stitches and maybe, who knows, but let's first start to make it a bit decent. I could do something like that. I do a whole strip of this. Why not? It doesn't have to be do I like that? Funny enough, I do. I thought I would do all these little patches, and I will, I think, but I also like this long strip. So you know what, if I like it, I'm just gonna pin it down. Sorry people. And this is a fabric that frays a lot, so I don't know yet if I think I will just cut it straight a little bit, but leave it to fray. How about that? Wait, let's pin this down for now. Well, I gotta say, it took me a minute to figure out what I wanted to do, if I wanted to make a video at all, because I was just feeling a bit, I'm so all over the place again, in my mind, and where I have to be and what I have to do, and then it's hard for me to sit down and do something that I want to record, let's say. I mean, I do something every day. Like I was painting a lot this week, just practicing my still life, stuff like that. I really like that, to practice it. Wait, I'm gonna have to scoot it over a little bit, I feel. Give myself some space here. So maybe I should also do that on this edge. And yeah, so I wasn't quite sure, but I do want to make a video. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna turn on the camera and see where we go. I went last week, when was it? Yeah, last week Friday, with my mom. I went to a really interesting exhibition, a textile artist called, I think, Lara Schnitger. Of course, I will link all the information below. She's originally Dutch, but I think she has lived and worked in LA for a long time. And she's a textile artist, but very different from this. Let's say this is slow stitching, as we call it. Like, but she is a super activist stitcher, let's say. And her exhibition, and maybe also that's what she calls herself, was called Stitch Witch. So can you imagine? Stitch Witch. And she's very an activist for, like, yeah, you know, women's rights, and so she calls herself, I think, an eco-feminist. Yeah. And she organizes, for instance, and there I start to sniff again from all the fabric. She organizes, in the meantime, I'm just gonna go on collaging. I think that's best. That works best. Pretend I'm just talking and making something at the same time, which is what I'm doing. So, yeah, she organizes protests, because I don't know if she lived in Canada, but at the time, I don't know, there was something something happened in Canada where a lady was assaulted, and the police, who she reported it to, told her that, yeah, you know, what did she expect if she would dress as sexy or as little, you know, with little, I don't know what she wore, but anyway, it doesn't matter. You know, what else did she expect? Something like that. So when this got out in the news, she immediately organized protests of women walking around with sticks. She made big sticks, and then she made some kind of dolls, like the dolls were made of, let's say, fabric that you use for in, like, pantyhoses, lingerie, you know, that. And she made big, yeah, all her work, basically, what I saw anyway at the exhibition, is made from that kind of fabric. And yeah, then she organizes protests for women walking with these sticks, you know. She calls them, well, it's a bit rude, I feel, to say it, but anyway, you know, she calls them slut sticks. Don't ban me now. I'm just saying what I saw, but it's very impressive, actually. So I will see if I can add a few clips of me and my mom in the museum, and then you see some of her work. And in the background, then you hear all this noise, like women rah, 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 screaming, you know, because that's like a video installation of one of these protests. I didn't film that, but you can hear it in the background, let's say. So it's very interesting, very different. Also a big, giant, kind of like totem, that she calls the house of heroines. So two big dolls, I call them, carrying like the temple for you know, femininity or women, and yeah, it was really interesting. I'm not explaining it, you know, I'm not doing her justice, but I just thought it's so interesting because, yeah, there's so much you can do with fabric, you know, and with stitching. And she chooses this, to do this with it, and that's, yeah, it was very nice. And it was, my mom also thought it, my mom is a real, yeah, she was always a real feminist. I mean, I guess she still is, but like when I grew up, she was very active in the, yeah, in the Dutch Amsterdam feminist movement, let's say. And I gotta say, at that time, I found it quite, I thought, jeetje, mom, do we have to, you know, it was not really a subject I, you know, at 10 years old or something was super interested in. But of course, then you get older and yeah, I understand a little bit better and realize that that generation, you know, has fought for a lot of things that we find very normal, and we're used to it, you know. Like my mom was highly pregnant when she when my older brother, when she had to do her exam for like medical, she was studying to be a doctor, and yeah, the professor basically told her to that it was better for her to stay at home, let's say, and be a mom. So, you know, that time, let's say. So, yeah, all in all, quite interesting. And see, I'm moving along. I mean, it's not, I don't have to do it all in once. I'm wondering, though, if I should put more. No, I think I want to do it a little bit neutral, actually. I don't think I want to do a lot of colors, because I might do that with my running stitch, like use all kinds of different colors. I've seen, or what should I put here? A little strip of something. This is like sari silk, I think you call it. Probably, don't mind that. So, yeah, can you see when I'm here? Yeah, I think so. Huh? Well, it's actually now very nice. The sun is coming out. Wait, I want to cut this straight because it's right on the edge, as straight as possible, let's say. And it was all day long really raining and storming. I think tomorrow is going to be a very rough day here. I mean, compared to, you know, nothing compared to what's going on in other countries. But I think it's like, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of bird, which was very bad in the UK and Ireland. Maybe it's a little bit of that coming here, I don't know, but it's yeah, it was very rough weather. But now the sun is coming out. Now that I'm sitting here, my work table is in front of my, wait, I can't get this straight. Maybe I should have ironed it, but you know, I didn't. Yeah, I work, when I sit here on my desk, it's in front of my windows, and that's on the south part, yeah, south side. So it's very nice. I'm beginning to like this already, people. Oh, I'm so happy that I started this because, yeah, really sometimes it's just about starting something, you know. And then once you do, you get into a flow. And I think, right? Let's see what kind of needle. This is the silk. I'm going to invisible stitch. Is this a nice needle? This looks like, yeah, looks okay. Yeah, but anyway, sometimes it's just to do something, start something, and you will. That's really good. If I've been feeling a little bit off, you know, just having pains and feeling stressed a little bit sometimes, and then nothing major, but just, you know, what life, let's say, and then it can be hard to I'm just gonna start. I'm wondering, yeah, I think I'm in screen. Do a little back stitch, long stitch at the back, and tiny. I mean, you cannot really see. That's the only thing. I don't know if that's boring for you people. So I can always turn the camera off and on again, but I'm just gonna make a start. Yeah, because that's what I was saying, huh? Like sometimes you feel like that, like I don't know what I want to do, and then once you start, you feel better immediately. And maybe I should only speak for myself, of course, but that's also why I started recently, only maybe, I don't know, 10 days or 2 weeks ago. I started for the first time in my life a gratitude journal. And I don't know, I don't really know yet if it's my thing, but I thought I want to give it a try because it's yeah, lately I was very down with all the news, and of course you can say, well, then just don't watch the news, but I cannot do that, you know. I do like to be informed and stay informed, and sometimes then you get into yeah, then it's hard to stop, let's say. Not because you like what you see, but just because you think, oh my God, what's going on? And yeah, so then, not that I'm depressed or something, but you know, it did get to me a little bit. And yeah, I'm still raising my son, so I don't want to raise him with fear of the world, let's say. I mean, he watches himself, of course, the news, like he's not it's not like, yeah, I mean, he gets it also, let's say, what's going on, and he has his own channels, and but anyway, so I thought, oh, I need to you know, maybe that helps if I start a gratitude journal, because I'm quite easily happy again, let's say. Like if the sun comes out, that can make me already like, oh, how nice, you know. So, or if I see a nice flower, or yeah, have a nice conversation, or meet somebody, whatever, see an interesting exhibition, you know, things can pick me up easily. So I thought, let's start a gratitude journal, and so then basically you have to write down 3 things every day that that you are grateful for. And what else do 3 things that would make today a great day, and then like a positive affirmation. And so, and then at the end of the day you have to write down 3 good things that did happen that day, and what you learned that day. Well, I don't always learn something, I can tell you that. Maybe that's me, but yeah, that's just the way it is. But and apparently what am I doing? Apparently, like, if you do that, it can help you change your mindset a little bit, because you just become aware again of, that there's always things, to be grateful for, or to be happy about, or to be, that just keeps you in the here and now, let's say. So that's what I started. So I don't know if any of you have experience with that, but I thought it would be, and it's different to write it down, let's say, in words. You can think it, that's the thing, because like I say, I think every day, like, oh, I'm so happy with my son. Well, not every day, I also sometimes think, but not really, but mostly I'm happy with him. And yeah, well, anyway, like I say, I feel happy, pretty good about things in general. And but then to write it down, that gives a different level of awareness or something, I don't know. And when I was younger, I would write, when I was a child, let's say, I would write a diary. And I don't do that anymore, but yeah, anyway, interesting for me anyway. Yeah, but so let me know if you do have experience with that, and if it works maybe for you. I gotta say, this helps for me. This stitching is really, I don't know, it's just so meditative. Of course, now I'm talking, so that's not really meditation, but yeah, just the feel. I have to end this thread, I think. The feel of the thread, and I think I'm just going to do like a little back stitch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm beginning to like this already, because I can imagine what it will look like. Ooh, sorry, I have to, there's my blow my nose a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, wonderful. So good to be stitching again. It's been such a long time, because I had this my ligaments in my arm were, and still are, a little bit like an inflammation. I don't know, is that how you call it? And yeah, oh, see, there comes the sun. It's right in my eye. I hope it doesn't bother you, but in my eye it is. But that's good for me. But anyway, so now it's going a little better, I have to say. It's not entirely gone, but I can stitch at least a little bit. Maybe not too long or something. I think that's, to just take breaks at the do something else, shake my arms, my shoulders, that stuff. But then I got like the same thing in my hip, and then I was massaged there in my lower back was apparently totally stuck, basically. And last week she really massaged me, and that really helped. So my hip felt much better. And then yesterday I went to, I don't know, to get something from the garage, whatever, not even that heavy, but I lifted it and I felt my back, and I was like, oh, as if something had moved. Like she quite, you know, gave me a really, quite a hard massage or treatment, I don't know. And so yeah, I'm not sure yet if this is how this is going to work, but yeah, I did walk a little bit today, and I was okay. I felt okay. So, but I think so for me to sit down a long time and stitch it at the moment, it's not such a good idea. I have to be a bit more. You have to move around a bit more instead of. And like when I paint, sometimes I can stand up and paint. You know, but to stitch is no, that's different. It's hard to do that standing, for me anyway. So I think then I'm going to do each block, let's say, each a different direction maybe, or do a little bit variety in stitches, of course. And then this will be a lovely wrap around for the journal. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because I don't know yet what's going to... I'm waiting actually, you know, Friday, I think, Catherine, Catherine Clothtail, she's going to continue with the journal, I think. And yeah, I don't know if it's a project that like we do like the weekly slow stitch, or that it's just something you make and then you do your own thing with it. We have to see, but I just like to have this going for it. Yeah. So and I thought it was nice to use the eco-dyed, eco-printed fabric, because the journal, the pages, I think I used that also for it, right? Yeah. The papers and the fabric. Oops. Don't pull it too tight. And I haven't decided yet. Ooh, the sun is really, really, you know, when the sun is really low, it's really like there's a fire burning. So that's what's shining in my eye now. But we will, yeah, I'm happy that the sun is out, so I won't complain. Oops. I always like, anyway, for my journals, like to wrap them in something. It's like I give them a coat, you know, a warm or cozy blanket, or like give them a safe tuck. Yeah, I just like that idea. So I have actually, most of my journals are wrapped in something. But it's usually like a pouch, and this think this comes from the Kawandi, where I can't see it right now, but like the Kawandi cloth that I made, that I just fold around my art journal, the handmade art journal. And I thought, oh, I can do that for this as well. Like a little blanket or a scarf. So, okay. Yeah. Oh, and you know what I did today? I bought a Christmas tree, and a tiny one. A tiny one. Like, I don't know, maybe a meter high, not even, something like that. And I guess maybe in America that's quite normal, like this time already, to have a Christmas tree. I'm not sure. I think for Thanksgiving and everything, but in the Netherlands, we usually have the Christmas tree after after like the 6th of December, because we have this tradition. I think we're the only country probably that celebrates it. It's called Sinterklaas. And yeah, it has been a very controversial, not Sinterklaas itself, but like, well, you've heard about it probably in the news, because for the past years there's been a big change, because like when I grew up, Sinterklaas, who's like, yeah, I don't know, he used to be a bishop, I think, and he had his little helpers, you know, like Santa Claus has the elves, but you can guess the Dutch, you know, Sinterklaas, he had different kind of helpers. He had black Piets, Zwarte Pieten. And when I grew up, that was totally normal. And yeah, you know, they would come through the chimney and bring you the gifts, the presents. And if you had been a bad girl or boy, whatever, you got, well, you didn't get candy or presents. But anyway, you know, as a child, I never thought about it, that they were actually slaves, you know, little slaves, let's say. They were his little helpers. They were called Moors of Piet, Zwarte Piet. Are Moors from, Moor is, the Mooren. It's a Dutch word, old-fashioned word, let's say, for, yeah, people from Africa. And but like I said, as a child, I never, gave that any thought. Of course, you just want your gifts and your candy, but now, you know, things are changing for the, you know, I'm glad. And so, of course, that's what I was going to say. I always thought they were black, let's say the black Pete's, because they came through the chimney. But, and that's also what was always told to me, you know. But nowadays, yeah, you know, it's a different time, and things are, yeah, I'm glad they're changing. And but anyway, we still celebrate, a lot of people anyway, especially if you have small children. That is more our gift giving day than, let's say, Christmas. You know, that was always that's when we got the gifts, not at Christmas. But lately, I think more and more people in the Netherlands are changing that to Christmas, the gift giving. And so that's why I think also now, you already see people with completely decorated Christmas trees and gardens here. And that's really new, because that would always be after Sinterklaas. And yeah, so I also thought, okay, I can already put up my little Christmas tree. I still have to decorate it. Yeah, and we still will celebrate a little bit Sinterklaas, not so much, and we definitely don't do the Black Pete. No, but we do always make like how do you call it? We make like poems for each other. You write a poem for the one that you give a gift to. And you can also make, like, when the children are little, you can, at least that's what in my family, we made big surprises. Like you really surprise them with something handmade, a funny thing usually, like you have to search for your gift in the mud, or, it's usually a bit a prank surprise, let's say, and then you get your gift. But we just write now poems for each other, little funny poems about the year that has passed, or yeah. So what do you think, people? I think I will just continue stitching this down, and next time I will probably have finished the rest as well. Like I said, I want to end with this piece. I think that's a nice, like this probably, with the wire and the little washer, I think. And then I will start with the, as Catherine calls it, fancy stitching. So I think I will finish this off camera, and then next time we will continue. Okay, I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for being here, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bijzondere dingen.
Ja, hè? Heel bijzonder. Wow. Okay. House of Heroines.